Hello and welcome to July 16th. PG takes the lead at 53%. But before we go there, let's look at the other numbers. Stochastic Strategy is at a minus 4.7, and this pie is still holding at 17.3. There is the number 17.3, and we are here at a minus 4.7. So bad news out of the way. Let's move on. So now we got PG here. Oh, new mount. We have an exit on new mount. Sorry about that one too. So Newmont got stopped out. It was a setup trade. It was a stochastics uptrender, which means that with the primary and another trender up, stochastics up, and we got in a trade just on the indicators down below. Would this trade have been taken by any of the other scanners? No. Only here it would have qualified here because you have a slight uptick in the EMA. You have your ups in the stochastics, RSI, and MACD, and then the high of the candle does not get triggered. The high here was 64.22. We make it 64.25. Could use the body, which was open at 63.16, but the over here was the high was 64.12. So it would not have triggered and the order would have been canceled. When the order does not trigger, cancel the order because now the money goes back to the buying power. As you can see, our buying power is now at 1627, and we're going to be running the scanner to see if we have any opportunities. Talking about the scanner, yesterday we had the possibility of two opportunities. One was AON, and AON failed to qualify. Why? The AB was too wide. I don't talk often about the options criteria, but this is the point. Options criteria was not met yesterday, and that was because the ask bid price was too wide. The result is no trade taken, no trade set up. XLK, the ETF for technology, had the same problem. The AB was too wide, so the result was we did not. And also too, the trade went in reverse. See, this was a put. The trade actually would have been triggered, but because the AB was too wide, we did not set up that trade. Okay, let's go on now to our leader at PG, and PG is right here, and there is PG. A nice incline. Look at a nice parallel. Price action and the EMA are almost in beautiful sync of going in the up direction. We are at 53%. We are looking at 142.90. At 142.90, this is a DTE. We're just going to be riding it out. We could set up a stop at 142.90 to protect some profit, but we would really prefer to do is to test out the strategy of DTE. And the O is 27.16, and the profit's only at 260. We barely have 10% profit against what's owed. But the thing is, it's going in the right direction, and we do have our stop over. We do have our stop going here. Okay, that takes us to KR. At KR, we have this KR was the stochastics indicators only. And stochastic indicators only. The trade is actually going good for KR. Nice. KR, I went back and reviewed. I had 2 exits on KR this past year. So KR is building up a big O, and I'm just would like to see this trade to continue going on and chip away that rock because pebbles become profit. Okay, with that said, we have Monster, and going on now to Monster. Oh, here we have Monster. Monster is apparently hitting some kind of resistance, going into some plateau, and our stop is at the 91.31 at the EP, which is the same for PG and KR, and also gold when we get to it next. So there we are with that this was a trender, which meant that the EMA had to be going in the right direction along with concurrence with the STO, RSI, and MACD. Going on now down to bottom to the gold. Now gold was a disappointment because it was reaching a nice 30-something%, yes, 36% yesterday, and now today we are 16, so we lost 20% today on gold retracement. and but our stop is at the 166.20, so we'll be holding on to that. And that is the conclusion of the positives. And we are looking at we have now, with the exit of Newmount today, we now have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 positions, of which 4 are in positive territory. Not bad. Well, that is the conclusion on the report. Let's go on to the best part of the show, scanner time. So we'll come over here to scanner time. And in scanner time, we're going to go ahead and load up our stochastic uptrend. Remember, the stochastic uptrend means that the 10 EMA moving average line must be going in the same direction as the scanner. So this is for uptrend, so we need to be looking for the upside. Let's go alpha, and away it goes. And the results are nothing there. So, keeping into the theory of DTE that the markets are 70% geared to the upside, let's go ahead and run a open market one. Let's go run open market, all optionables. Again, I have to reduce the net, the down to something much more reasonable. Okay, 2 million shares, $5 to 40. We have 2,300 shares to go with, and they run the scanner. Now, remember earlier, we ran the scanner earlier this week, and I did a slight review, quick review on it yesterday, and it turned out that the majority of the trades would not have triggered. About 3 or 4 trades triggered, the rest did not. So look at this. We only have 2 today that came in. I have no idea who they are because I have not seen these guys before. But let's go ahead and run it. Let's go look at the screen. This is an idea of how to do forward testing. Now, this one here would be very interesting. Look at this. This is a penny stock that's been hiding. Something's been going on here with this penny stock hiding in the woods. But scanner picked it up. It meets all the criteria. So, and look at the long wick. If it's a long wick, go with the top of the body. If it's a short wick, go with the top of the wick. So now here is the would be our forward trading to come back and see if this comes up in the future again. Now FE, First Energy, let's go ahead and take a look at that. And now that one there, that wick again is a little bit on the high side. We have also look at the gap. Look at the distance, not the gap, but the distance between the possible entry points and what would be our stop. Our stop is the swing low. We don't want this too wide. If it's too wide, that makes the 3-to-1 way almost unobtainable. We want to keep it within what they call reason or relativity. So we'll go with the top of the body here and there. And now let's go and see what this will be. So now this is not too bad. You see, this is about $3, and the ATR is about 55 cents. 55 cents. So $3.55. This is about a 6 to 7 day movement in a perfect trading world. All right, with that said, and the closing minutes, let's go ahead and now run the scanner to the downside for the alphas. Down alphas, and run it and see what we have. And there's nothing there. Now we're going into the one, we're going to the SOT where it has to close below the 10-day moving average. So now we have the alpha's 10-day moving average and run it. And now we're going to load up our upside. Now price must close above the 10-day moving average and run it. And we have DBAs already in play. So that's kind of neat. If you see that something comes up in the scanner and it's already in play, that gives you and it's in the right direction. That's nice assurance. It's a possibility that's going in the right. That stock just might be ready for a breakout. Now we're going to go to the original stochastic core, which is only the stochastic indicators with no regard to trend. And alphas, the downside, let it go. Gold is already in play, which that makes this that gives me a little nervousness now that this might get stopped out. Okay, and now we're going to go to our upside of the primary stochastic strategy. There's alpha, and run it. And we have ATVI, AON, we'll have to check again. DBA is already in play, and ATVI got stopped out the other day, so we'll be looking at that. So there are two possibilities. AON, I don't have a lot of faith in because of I already know the AB was wide, but I have to check it just in case I find a diamond in the rough. Essentially, I find one option in the whole option chain that actually qualifies for entry. And with that said, we conclude today's report of PG at 53%, stochastics at minus at 4.7, and the SPY at 17.3. And with that, I thank you very much, and bye-bye.